All right, welcome back to a new video series here, and this is going to be a short little video, but it actually has to do with reading the MLS sheet. It seems to be something that a lot of people ask, and I know that you can get put under pressure, especially when you're brand new and you go to your first showing or second, and your client asks you some questions and you can't navigate around the MLS sheet to find the answer. So I want to go over a really short class here to tell you, to show you some basic areas. Now, obviously, it's going to involve you uh, maybe studying or practicing a little bit and looking over one of these sheets so that you can figure out what we're doing. But here it goes. So what you have here is an MLS sheet. All right. I just randomly chose one. And I want to talk a little bit about the sections in the areas. As you can see, here's the address for the property, upper left-hand corner. All right. The status is another important action because it's right now, this one's currently active, meaning there is no pending offers. There's nothing on it. And there's all kinds of statuses that we use that deal with contingencies and things like that. Now, this area right here is the actual property dealing with the general location. Okay, so it's a single family home. Here's the school district, the subdivision, the legal description, and the builder. Now, this is the legal description that you would probably use in the purchase agreement if you were going to make an offer. All right. So that would be the minimum legal description, and then the title company would find all the other stuff. All right. Now, in the middle here, this tells you a little bit about the area, and this is something that we used to use in the old days that we really don't use much a lot now with the mapping system, where 41, the first two digits, was stood for Johnson County, and then 01 told you what township it was in. And in this particular case, it's White River. All right. Media is describing the number of pictures. So in this particular case, this property, there are 35 pictures for you to look at. New construction, no, meaning that it's previously built, so it's already been occupied. Now, here is the VLC number that you would reference a lot of times if you're talking to somebody. And there's a new thing out right now. It's called DOM, days on market, but now they also put combined days on market, meaning that if it changes brokerages, you can see that one broker may have had it on 42 days, but the total's been, and I'm going to make up a number here, 100 days. So you can see that it's been on 100 days, but only 42 with this last broker. So that stands for days on market and combined days on market. Now, what you see here is it's been on the market 42 days, and the combined days are 42. Well, being that those are the same number, you can also gather the fact that it's probably, this is the original company that listed it, and it's been on for 42 days. Here's the most important one everybody wants to look at. The price is in the upper right-hand corner, but I want to draw your attention to that little asterisk right there. That little asterisk means that there has been a price change. If there were no asterisk there, then it would mean that that was the original list price it came on the market at. So what you can see quickly is this has been on the market now 42 days. It's had at least one price change. All right. A little bit about the house, the year it was built, and things like that. All right. So this top area is just general information about the property and where it's located. Now you got this middle section right in here that deals with taxes. There's the tax ID. If you notice that this is a hyperlink, this number right here, if you were to click this, when it was in the MLS, it would take you over to the tax property. All right. This tells you that the taxes are $7,913. They are semi-annual. So that means this property is almost $8,000 a half or $16,000 a year in taxes. All right. They're due on the 15th. And then here's the home exemptions that we look for. There's the home exemption, which means that this is lived in by the owner occupied. It's not a rental. And a mortgage tax exemption, which tells you that this property has a mortgage on it. So these two things right here can give you a little insight as to, is it an investment property? Is it free and clear? Was it paid for with cash? So you got that. Then this middle area right in here deals with the house specifically, okay? This section, square footage. Upper, there's 2,461 square feet. On the main floor, there's 3,900. So the total for main and upper is 6,400 square feet. But it has a basement of almost 4,000 square feet. So the main and upper and basement altogether is about 10,000 square feet. And the basement is virtually 75% finished, means there's some portion unfinished. The source is where this information comes from. The most common is when you pull it from this tax record up here, it will have all this data. So the source is the assessor. You could put source agent if you went in there and measured it all yourself, or the builder, maybe you're doing a brand new construction, which up here would say yes. So the source may be blueprints. And you'll see all this when we go over the inputting of information into the MLS. So here's your square footage, and now here's the configuration. All right. So on the upper floor, there are 3 full baths, 0 half baths, 3 bedrooms, and 3 rooms. The main, 1 full bath, 1 half bath, 1 bedroom on the main floor. So total is 4 full baths, 1 half bath, 4 bedrooms, and 10 rooms on the main and upper. Now in the basement, we have a full bath, no half baths. We have a bedroom in the basement and 3 rooms. So here's the total configuration of the house, which if you'll notice matches over here. 5 bedrooms, these are 5 bedrooms. 5-1 means 5 full bedroom baths, 1 half bath. So when it says baths, 3-2, that would be 3 full, 2 halves. All right. So this one says 5-1, 5 full baths, 1 half bath. There are 13 rooms, and it's a 2-story building. Now, does it have a garage? Yes. So 1-car detached garage plus a 3-car attached for carport. There's floor drains, and these are all descriptions of the garage that you will add in when listing the property. So the fireplace, yes, there's 2 of them, basement, and these are descriptions that you would add in to the fireplace. The basement, yes, it has a basement. These are all descriptions that you get to choose when listing the property. And the foundation is basement poured concrete. And there's all kinds of variations to that basement, all right? Now here we have a section called the room information specifically. And it's obviously self-explanatory. The master bedroom is 26 by 15. Notice these are rough approximations. It's not 26 and a half by 15 3/4 or 26 8 3/4. It's just a rough 26 by 15. It's on the main level and the carpets are floor. The window treatments mean yes, there are blinds or curtains on it. The 3rd bedroom, 14 by 15, upper level, carpeting. 5th bedroom, big bedroom, look at that, 26 by 13. It's in the basement, but it still has carpet. The dining room's on the main floor with hardwood. Great room, main floor, kitchen main floor, sunroom main floor, bedroom upper main, family rooms in the basement. There's a home theater in the basement and a living room on the main. These are all carpeted. Okay. There's a section called directions, and this would be so that you can, when you show the property, you can get to the house. These want to be as simple as possible when you input it, and it should start you from some major intersection that is easily found. All right. So here it says from State Road 135 on Whiteland Road. Now, I will also tell you that these are probably a thing of the past now with the GPS and Google Maps. We just hit this on a Google map. Here's the property description. This is where the agent gets the chance to appeal to the person by writing something great. All right. And what you write there is an art form that some people enjoy. Some people put very basic. It may depend on the property. If you're selling a $7,000 rehab property that's down in the war zone, you may just put, hey, good rehab property. Okay. Now, here's an important section. This is what's called the agent to agent remarks. Only the agents can see these remarks. They do not get printed to the public. They do not get printed on the internet, any of that. So in here is where you should find some juicy information that would help you. For instance, the chandelier in the breakfast and the master bedroom and stained glass window in the office is excluded from the sale. So you need to make sure you make that clear to your client when you're walking through the property that those chandeliers and stained glass are not in the sale. Some of the furniture and workout equipment is negotiable. All the appliances stay. They've ordered title work through Johnson County Land Title. Here they want the offer sent directly to Austin Smith, and there's his email and phone number. Now here's some more stuff that just give you a chance to see the description of the house itself. It's a detached lifestyle. Here's some explanation or some descriptions of the master bedrooms. Walk-in closet, double sink, whirlpool tub, the appliances. There's a cooktop electric. There's a dishwasher in there. There's the lot size, 448 by 755, which tells you it's somewhere in that area. It falls into this group of between 10 and 19.99 acres, and the reality is it's 10.3 right here. This is a number that is picked when you list the property. This is a number you actually calculate for the MLS. Environmental and utilities, this is where you would find your heating type. For instance, the water heater's gas. There's also gas and electric. Here's two things that are usually pretty much asked for. Primary water source, municipal water connected. So it's city water. Primary sewage disposal. Oops, this one's on septic. It would say primary waste connection if it was on the sewer. All right. This one happens to be on septic. Here's some possible types of financing they are agreeing to as they list the property. Notice that they're not helping anything. They're not telling you they're going to pay any fees or any amounts or any of that. That doesn't mean you can't ask. Now, here's the contract office. This is the office. Once again, this section is not seen by on the average, what we call the client MLS, because you don't want the client to see who the other agent is and yada, yada, yada. Tells you what kind of listing it is. It's an exclusive right to sell. The BAC is very important. That's the buyer's agent commission. That's your commission. And in this particular case, they are telling you that you are going to get 3% of whatever the sales price is. All right. So just 3% of what, $1 million is 30,000. So it's another quarter over that, about 37 grand, somewhere in there. They don't have any inspections or warranties that they are offering. LD would be the list date. This would be the date they listed the property, April the 1st. All right. Is there any special circumstances? This is where it would say short sale, foreclosure. In this particular case, there's none. Are there any special disclosures like bank-owned home, estate-owned? No. Any other disclosures? They've got the sales disclosure in the office. The date that this got entered was on the 3rd. See, notice the difference. They listed it on the 1st, but it took them 2 days to get it in the MLS. Okay? Can you show it? Yes. Does it have a certificate? We don't need that. When is the possession of the property? That's negotiable. You know, when we make an offer, we can put at closing or something like that. Direct solicitation means you cannot go and talk directly to the owner of the property. Now, the listing office is Smythe. It's actually Tanya Smith and Company. I apologize. I know that. And the agent is Tanya Smith. But notice the co-agent down here is Austin Smith. Okay? And here's just another little insight. This is his MIBOR number, 34561. Hers is 12507. Okay? So that gives you an idea that if her number is 12,000, his number is 34,000, and look at the number that you've been given, that can give you an idea about how long they've been in the business. All right? Then you've got all this stuff right through here, which is phone numbers and things like that. OP, office phone, office fax. The preferred phone number they want you to call is this one, but if you'll notice, it's the same as the office. Here's the cell phone for Tanya, and then here's Tanya's home phone. Now, for Austin, here's his preferred phone. The showing number is very important. This is the one when you call and schedule the showing. When you're done and you want to leave feedback, there's a feedback number right there. And then this tells you down here at the bottom, this was requested by me, Raymond Modulin, and is deemed reliable but does not guarantee. And I pulled this on Saturday, May the 13th. All right. Any questions? I would suggest you get a couple of these and just practice reading them for a while. All right? Talk to you later.